Welcome to the Bob Buddies. Keep your eyes wide open, because this is the story of the spider who stole the moon. Long ago, in a peaceful African village, the nights were never truly dark. The moon always floated high above the trees, gently lighting the land below. It watched over the people like an old friend, keeping away the deep shadows and the strange spirits of the night. But one evening, as the sun set and the stars began to blink awake, the moon did not rise. The villagers waited and waited, but the sky stayed black. The air turned cold, and a silence deeper than silence fell upon the land. Without the moon, fear crept in. People locked their doors, children cried, elders whispered old warnings. What they didn't know was this: far away, deep in the forest, a clever but greedy spider named Nuba had spun the biggest web the world had ever seen. And in that web, he had trapped the moon. Nuba had always wanted power, not just among insects, but over the sky itself. "If I keep the moon," he whispered to himself, "then I rule the night. Let them tremble in the dark." The moon glowed faintly in his trap, sad and dim. "You cannot hide the light forever," it murmured, but Nuba only spun his web tighter. Days passed and the world stayed dark. Without the moon, strange things began to stir. Shadows moved when they shouldn't. The forest made new haunting sounds. Even the stars seemed afraid. In the village, only one girl had the courage to act. Her name was Sula. She was small and quiet, but her heart was strong. She remembered stories told by her grandmother, stories of trickster spiders and magic that lived in music and mirrors. Sula packed a small drum, a pouch of ashes, and a polished mirror. She wrapped herself in a warm shawl and stepped into the dark jungle, her only guide the faint, distant glow of the captured moon. The forest was thick, and every step was filled with rustling leaves, glowing eyes, and whispers on the wind. But Sula kept walking. She followed the moon's faint light through tangled vines and silent trees, until she found it. A tree so tall it disappeared into the sky, and high up in its branches, wrapped in silver threads, hung the moon. Below the web crouched Nuba, his 8 legs twitching, eyes glowing red. "You came for what is mine," he hissed, crawling down toward her. Sula didn't flinch. "You can't keep what belongs to everyone," she said. Nuba laughed, a sound like dry leaves snapping. "You? A child? What can you do?" Sula calmly lifted the mirror. Nuba caught a glimpse of himself in its surface, twisted, hungry, monstrous. He hissed and turned away, but the truth of his own reflection burned deep. Then Sula threw the ashes into the air. They danced like fireflies around her. She beat her drum, once, twice, 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. The tree shook, the web trembled. The moon shimmered and began to pulse with light. Nuba screeched and scrambled up the branches, trying to hold on, but it was too late. With a sound like thunder and wind, the web broke, and the moon shot back into the sky, blazing brighter than ever. Darkness faded. The spirits slithered back into their hiding places. And Nuba? He vanished into the trees, never to be seen again. Back in the village, the people stepped outside and stared up in wonder. The moon beamed down, gentle and strong. The shadows were gone. Sula returned quietly. She didn't want cheers or praise, just the light back where it belonged. And ever since that night, the elders say, when the moon shines extra bright, it's Sula watching over us, a girl who faced the darkness and brought the light home. If you enjoyed this spooky and magical tale, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel, the Bob Buddies, for more exciting, fun, and mysterious stories. See you next time, and keep believing in a little bit of magic.